What's up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. I have fallen in love with future nostalgia. So many of the songs are catchy. I think the lyrics are really good. I think she's speaking about truth and a lot of things that people can relate to that are in the types of relationships that she finds herself in. Unfortunately, I listened to that album before I started this channel, so I can't do a first time reaction to it, but I was like, I gotta do one to her first album, Dua Lipa. So I actually looked up Dua Lipa's name and I learned that her real name is Dua Lipa. It's not a stage name. I guess it's an Albanian name that means love, which is awesome. I love that. She doesn't even need a stage name. What I love about this chick is she is writing her own music. She is speaking about truth. She knows how to really grab a person with her catchy tunes and really memorable lyrics, and so I just had to give her first album a listen. As I've said before, I have just been so consumed by other music these past couple years, and now I'm finally broadening my horizons, and I would like Dua Lipa to be one of these people that I explore first. Since I loved future nostalgia so much, which by the way I'm pretty sure it's gonna get nominated for some Grammys, I thought I had to listen to her first album. So without further ado, let's just dive right into it. The first song is called Genesis. Is this going to have something to do with the Bible? It is the first chapter of the Bible, and it is the first track of the album, so I'm guessing it is. Alrighty. Lyrics. In the beginning, God created heaven and earth for what it's worth. Knew it. Every night I've been sick and tired of running, chasing all of the flashing lights. I'm sorry, so sorry. I need your love, and I'm dying for a rush. How can we go back to the beginning? How can we go back to the... How can we go back to the beginning? Aren't the beginnings of relationships just the best? And so many times we just wonder, how can we go back to that? It's a good question. We can start all over again, all over again. Oh, how can I get you all over my skin? I'm doing you wrong if I don't come home. Just say you forgive me and don't let me go. I've been sick and tired of running, so I just wanna apologize. I'm sorry, so sorry. So at this point in the relationship, it seems like there's a lot of misunderstandings going on, which happens. And sometimes you're just like, oh, I just want to go back to the start when things were like heaven. You know, I'll roll like a lion, the sun starts rising. I need your love, this is getting serious. Yeah, this one had like that jungle vibe. Sounds like, you know, we're in that Garden of Eden, possibly. And she's just picturing her and her love as Adam and Eve, and things get rough along the way, and sometimes you just want to. And she sees him as like this perfect looking figure, and she just has so much fun with him. But from what I understand, she's like working late nights and he gets mad and she's like, they don't mean anything. She's chasing all the flashing lights. So it seems like he's one of those guys that really need a lot of that attention. And so I guess he's just like not getting the attention that he is wanting from her. All right, next. Lost in Your Light featuring Miguel. Who's Miguel? Again, just grabbing you from the get-go. Miguel. I had never heard of this guy. I had never heard of a Just Miguel. He sounds really good. I think he has kind of like an Ed Sheeran thing going on. I think he's got kind of like an Ed Sheeran / Stevie Wonder kind of voice, which is awesome. Love it. Just like in Genesis, she's slowing it down at the bridge. It gets intense. So yeah, right now she's just so in love that she's just lost in all the love and the good times with this guy and just like the paradise that she's feeling. And it's a feel good kind of song, and yeah, these are the kind of lyrics that just kind of make you feel good. Awesome. So next is Hotter Than Hell. Pull up the lyrics.
He calls me the devil. I make him wanna sing. Must be homesick for the real. I'm a realistic kid.
She is real.
Can you feel the warmth? Yeah. My kiss goes down you like some sweet alcohol. There's a darker side of me that makes you feel so numb.
Yes, I love seeing people embrace their darkness. Too many people think that they're only loving light, but you gotta embrace your darkness to be able to control it. It does not mean that you have to hurt anyone or step on anybody's toes. A lot of times there are aspects of you that you actually find there's nothing wrong with.
I'll give you the pleasure, hotter than hell.
It's the way that she's singing hell that just gives that kind of extra touch. It's those little details that just give it something extra.
Can't let me in your head, I'm not here to make me own. Yeah. As my kiss goes down, you like some sweet alcohol. By yourself, by the answer to your prayer.
Okay, embracing your darker side a lot of times is just you being more in tune with yourself and your desires, and it's only really taboo to society, but when you're with that one person that you can just be completely yourself with and be completely vulnerable and honest with, that's when you can show them that side of you that is your darker side. But really it's just another part of you, and oftentimes there isn't really anything wrong with it to begin with.
I'll give you the pleasure, hotter than hell. Hotter than hell. Oh, you're right there. You make me feel right there. You take me right there. We could make it. 'Cause I'm hot like hell. My answer to your prayers. I'll give you the pleasure, hotter than hell. Hotter than hell.
We're 3 for 3. All right, Be the One. Pull up the lyrics. Again.
I see the moon. Oh, when you're looking at the sun. Not a fool. No, you're not fooling anyone. Oh, but when you're gone. Oh, baby, all the lights go out. Come back to me, baby, we can work this out. Oh, baby, come on, let me get to know you. Just another chance, 'cause I can be the one. I can be the one. Same blue. Oh, when you see everything.
kind of song that it's like there's a lot of repetition, but that's what's so interesting about it is the repetition. It just works. It's just making me groove. I just love it. So from the lyrics, it seems like there's issues going on in the relationship. They're not really seeing eye to eye. What he sees, she sees the opposite, and they're just kind of not on the same page, but yet she really wants to be with him. She wants to be able to work it out, because when he leaves, all the lights go out. It's just dull and gray, and she just wants him to always be around, because even though there are differences, he's still amazing to be around.
Come on, let me get to know you. Just another chance, 'cause I could be the one. I could be the one. I could be the one. 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 I could be the one. 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 You could be the one. Baby, come on, let me get to know you. I don't wanna let you down. No, I don't wanna let you down. 'Cause I could be the one. I could be the one. I could be the one.
Wow, I loved that one. I mean, it was so catchy. I just love what it's saying, though. It's like, even though you're having these disagreements, you're not seeing eye to eye, you still want to be with this person. You want to be able to work it out, because when it's good, it's really good. And I can relate to that. I love how she's saying that I could be the one. I could be. Just give me another chance to show you. And will you be my one? Okay. IDGAF. I don't give a fuck. Okay. See? Just always.
You call me all friendly, that's funny. I guess you heard my song. 'Cause if you think I was born yesterday, you have got me wrong. So I cut you off. I don't need your love. Since we said goodbye, I cut you off. I don't need your love. You say you're sorry, but it's too late now. So save it, get gone, shut up, you now. Well, boy, I don't give a fuck.
Okay, so now they're really having issues, and they're really not seeing eye to eye. They're having more problems, and she's now like, I don't give a fuck. So she went from being like, let's work it out, I could be the one, and now she's like, I don't give a fuck. So there has been some craziness going on, and she's done.
I remember that weekend when my best friend caught you creeping. You blamed it all on the alcohol. So I cut you off. I don't need your love. 'Cause I already cried enough. I've been done. So save it, get gone, shut up. Do you beg it on your knees? Boy, I don't give a fuck about you. No, I don't give a damn. Reminiscing on when you were my man. But I'm over you. But I ain't coming back. Cut you off. I don't need your love. So you can try all you want. Say you're sorry, but it's too late now. Well, boy, I don't give a fuck. Boy, I don't give a fuck. See you try to get above your knees. Boy, I don't give a fuck.
Alright, I dug that one too. That's definitely a more like self-empowering kind of song, saying, you know, I don't need you, I'm good, I've moved on. Yeah, I dig it too. Okay, next up is Blow Your Mind, Mwah.
I know it's hard. I know it does. Love it too late in the night. Tell me I've changed, but I'm the same me, same me. It's hard. If you don't like the way I talk, then what am I on your mind? Guaranteed I can blow your mind. Mwah. And tonight I'm alive in a dollar sign. Guaranteed I can blow your mind. Yeah, I'm so bad. Best that you've had.
Okay, so it kind of seems like it's like after the relationship has ended and they're kind of back together and trying to give it another shot. And she's just kind of like, if we don't mess this up again, I can blow your mind. She opened the door, he wants some more. But when he wants to leave, just let her know. So she seems like she's in this place where she's okay. And she's like, I can take it or leave it. But yet she's like, if we don't fuck this up, I can blow your mind. The Mwah kind of gives this confidence.
Tell me I'm too crazy, you can't take me, can't take me. It's hard. If you don't like the way I talk, then why am I on your mind? And tonight I'm alive in a dollar sign, guaranteed I can blow your mind. And tonight I'm alive in a dollar sign. Tell me I have changed, but I'm the same me, I'm same me. If you don't like the way I talk, you'll still love me blind. If we don't fuck this whole thing up, guaranteed I can blow your mind.
Awesome. So basically they're like, yeah, they're giving it another shot. We'll see, we'll see. Okay, garden. Is this gonna have to do with the Garden of Eden specifically? Let's see.
Remember when we swam in the ocean? Now we know it's deep in. Tell me, is the light on the outside? So are we leaving this Garden of Eden? Used to walk around your apartment, nothing but a smile on me. Don't know what it's worth till you pay the price. When you bite your tongue, does it draw blood?
I love that. So she's saying nothing's ever perfect in paradise. Don't know what it's worth till you pay the price. So true. You can't appreciate the light until you've been in darkness. So basically she's talking about how they really got so close. They've connected deeply. And now it's like, what's next? Where is this relationship gonna lead to?
So are we leaving this Garden of Eden? Now I know what I know, but it's hard to find the meaning. This Garden of Eden. Fight for you and I'll ride for you. I would die for you. Would you do that for me? Where do we go? 'Cause we don't believe it. This Garden of Eden. Remember when we ran in the open?
So they're at, remember when we swam in the ocean? I feel like she's saying, remember when we were new and still had all these things to learn about each other. Now that we know what's deep inside, we've really gotten to know this person. Remember when we ran in the open? Remember when we were just free to be?
So are we leaving? But it's hard to find the meaning. This Garden of
Yeah, that was a deep one. I like that one too a lot because she's basically saying we've already gotten to know so much about each other. We've swam in each other's oceans. We've connected in a deep way. I think the Garden of Eden in this case represents the relationship. So are we leaving this Garden of Eden? She's asking, is this relationship over? So at this point, it's like they're still having those issues and they're kind of wondering, or she's kind of wondering, is there any point in continuing on? Even though sometimes I feel like, you know, I would do anything for you, but would you do that for me too? She's like, it kind of feels one-sided. Whereas 7 for 7. All right, next, no goodbyes.
Maybe one day I can see you. We can smile and wave and visions that it brings.
Okay, so the relationship is over.
When we start saying things, yeah, I hurt you and you hurt me. Yeah, we did some things that we can never take back. But tonight, let's love like there's no goodbye. Why don't we hug each other, use each other, whisper pretty lies. No goodbye.
Alright, so at this point, they've ended the relationship and she just wants to have one last perfect night with this person where it just seems like they have no problems, everything is perfect, whisper each other pretty lies, make it seem like everything's okay and that this is gonna last forever. Just for tonight, I just want to have this one last night with you and just have no goodbyes.
In a dark room, you don't have to see the light of truth between me. What's tonight? Let's love like there's no goodbye. Why don't we hug each other, use each other, whisper pretty lies. No goodbye, no goodbye. For tonight. Let's love that it's alright. No goodbye, no goodbye.
Awesome. I'm loving seeing her writing credits on all of these. Alright, thinking about you.
3 a.m. and my neighbors hate me. I've been working later. I've been drinking stronger. I can't get high, I can't get by, I can't get through. Like poison coursing through me.
Alright, so now she's falling into a depression and she's going to all her vices in hopes that she can stop thinking about this dude.
The haze won't put my mind at ease. I've been sleeping later. The memories won't stop. I can't stop thinking about you. Get by, I can't get through. I can't stop thinking about you.
Can I just say I love how Dua Lipa pronounces her words. I think she's got style. I think she gives it flavor. And it just makes the lyrics more memorable, the song more memorable. I mean, sometimes the way that she's singing a lyric, it just makes the song catch you even more.
I can't stop thinking about you. I can't stop thinking about you. I can't get high, I can't get by, I can't get through. I can't stop thinking about you.
Nice. Another good one. I mean, what can I say? It's just non-stop with her. Alright, let's just keep going. New rules. Obviously, I've already heard this song, but I don't like to skip, so let's listen. This one, it took a while to really grab me because I wasn't paying attention to the lyrics and thought it was just like this club song, this popular club song that everyone's listening to. But when I listened to the lyrics, I was blown away. I was like, yes, this girl knows what's up.
He makes it feel like nobody else but mine. He doesn't love me, so I tell myself.
So at this point in the album and in the relationship, please excuse the dogs barking in the background, but she has dug herself out of that depression that happens when you first break up with someone or they break up with you, and it's just, she's like at this point where she's kind of thinking about all the good stuff and how it's worth all the bad stuff. And so she's kind of got to tell herself all these rules because otherwise she's gonna break and she's gonna go back.
1, don't pick up the phone. You know he's only calling 'cause he's drunk and alone. 2, you have to kick him out again. 3, if you're under him, you ain't getting nobody.
Alright, begging. Uh-oh, Dua. Uh-oh. Don't beg.
All of these highs and all of these lows don't keep me company. Say you're gonna hold my head up, say you're gonna break my fall. 'Cause all my bones begging me to beg for your love. All my love, 'cause all my bones
it's true love, you won't have to beg. It'll just come with arms wide open. This guy is not her true love.
Losing my mind, dreaming I'll find another kind of love. So look at my face, now I'm running away, 'cause all my beg for your love.
See, it always feels like that after a relationship, like you're never gonna find someone as good, like you're never gonna fall in love again, but that is BS. You are gonna find somebody even better, I assure you. Just be patient, because too many people settle because they're not patient enough. Yes. Even though I say that, don't beg, I can totally relate to that feeling of wanting to and just being like, fuck it, just please come back, because I just want to feel that amazing honeymoon stage again with you. Okay, Homesick.
Here where the sky's falling, I'm covered in blue. But why do you give me a meaning, something I can breathe in? I know. But I wish I was there with you. Oh, I wish I was there with you.
Yeah, so now she's really just like longing for those good times again, and she's like doing whatever she can to get him back, but she knows that she has to walk away. But she can't lie to herself. She wishes she was there with him.
There's a crack in my window.
Oh, this is with Chris Martin.
Angels all over, still nothing means nothing without you. You give me a reason, something to believe in. I know. It's a bittersweet feeling, longing, and I'm leaving. I go. But I wish I was there with you. You give me a meaning, something I can breathe in. I go. Tell my heart to lie, but I know deep inside that I wish I was there with you. Oh, I wish I was there with you.
Beautiful. Yeah, it's a sad feeling. Wanting to go back, but knowing you just can't. And she feels like her home is with him, so she's homesick. I get it. Alright, dreams.
Last night my fantasies become all so true. If I said it hadn't crossed my mind, then no, baby, I'd be lying. It just got complicated when I know it's not real, but the way that I feel, I just need to know. Can I get it like that? Let me know. And I know it's not real, but the way that I feel. In my dreams, you say you want me, you say you love me, say you'll never leave. You love me like yeah, you love me right, oh yeah. You love me right, then it don't think you can hear me. 'Cause if you're
Okay. So now she's kind of just saying to herself, you know, only in my dreams is he gonna come back to me and say all the right things for us to finally get back together, but in my dreams.
time is ticking, we gotta leave town tonight. Hey, I just need to know. In my dream, you say you love me, say you'll never leave. You love me like yeah, you love me
I can honestly say not one song on this album I can say I dislike. I mean, every song has its thing, it's got its message, it's got its feeling, it's got its groove. Now we're on Room for Two.
Up and down, it all comes back around, push and shove.
This one's different.
Knock, knock, knock. Why are you blaming me for all your insert? I won't eat. Up and down, do you feel better now? Knock, knock, knock. You'll come to me now. Come as a kiss for you. Remember what it felt like. Start the climb. There's room for two.
So at this point, it seems like she's over him and being like, why are you blaming me? You're the one that wanted this. You're the one that ended it. You're the one that kind of treated me like shit, and karma's got a kiss for you. Karma's coming around.
Thought you were under the radar, but under the chaos.
Alright, so now it seems like she's reminiscing on all the things, not just the good, but she's now thinking about what killed the relationship too, and maybe she's thinking about how much he treated her like shit, and that's why she's saying karma's got a kiss for you, it's coming around. So yeah, now it seems like she's just in a better place, a more empowered place, which is great.
Hoping one day you will change, and you barely remember my name. Do you feel complete?
Yeah, that one was different. That one was awesome different. I mean, you don't hear songs like that very much. It had this uniqueness to it, the grunginess to it. It's like kind of like a more somber but yet confident. It seems like she's kind of like in this dark place, but yet she's confident about it. She knows why all that shit happened in the relationship, and she's like, so this one, yeah, she definitely thought about the opposite of what she was singing about in some of her other songs, where she's thinking about all the good stuff. Now she's really thinking about all the reasons why this relationship went to shit, and why no matter what they did, it's just not gonna work. It's not gonna be revived, this relationship. So, alright, New Love. Okay, so has she fallen in love again? Already love it.
Now it's getting quiet here, taking up my youth. You've been telling me some lies, the things that you do. I don't wanna waste no time all alone. I ain't satisfied where to go. And I've been through mountains and seas, trying to get out, and I've been so deep. I like to breathe, and I need some new love.
Okay, so she wants new love.
Even though I run away to all of my friends who say that I don't wanna waste no time alone. I need some new love.
That's always the cure, isn't it? Finding somebody new to love. Finding a new love interest. It's always the cure.
Mountains and seas, trying to get out, and I've been so deep, and I like to breathe, and I need some
Ooh, she collaborated with Emil Haney with this one. I love him. yeah, another good one. It had its catchiness, it had its lyrics, everything. We are 15 for 15. Okay, Bad Together.
Know you're bad for me, but you know I am too. Me and you together like a loved up brew. Seen that we got the same pain, same scar. Felt that when we got closer in the dark. Baby, I'm okay, baby, I'm okay. Don't hear what people say, cause I've heard things about you too. Makes me know that. Hold on, I don't care what's been done ever for me. I don't give a damn, just as long as you care. Cause we got together, baby, you and I. If only for a while.
Okay, so in this one, it seems like she's thinking, I don't even care now about all the bad stuff because we're still just that good together. Let's just be bad together. I don't care if this is a terrible relationship. As long as we're together, then that's okay. We pretty much share the same pain, same scar. You know, it seems kind of like a great fit there, but I don't know. I've got a feeling this isn't going to end well.
We mess up, we run from the scene, but I throw my hands up if you know what I mean. When you're far away, 'cause I've heard things about you too. Makes me know that I'm for you. Baby, I've been bad, but the heavens forgave me. 'Cause we got together, baby, you and I. 'Cause we got together. Let's be bad, let's be bad, babe. Hold on, I don't care what's been done ever for me. 'Cause we got together, baby, you and I. 'Cause we got together.
Yeah. She's basically like, we already know all of the good and the bad that can happen, and it's worth it, and let's just do it. Let's just be together, even if it's bad. Let's be bad together. Also very relatable, I'm sure. Alright, Last Dance, last song.
Fatal is attraction, yeah, we might just end up crashing, but I'm ready if it happens with you. You're the only thing I know, and I don't wanna let this go. We were built to last, we were built like that, holding nothing back, like it's our last wide open, falling in and out of focus, pressure flowing like a river in my head. You're the only thing I know, and I don't wanna let this go. Can't wait till we're alone.
Interesting. So she is still on that notion of it's worth it. You're the only thing I know, and I don't want to let this go. She's just like, it's so familiar. When it feels familiar like that, it often feels like, you know, it's just home. It's just where I want to be. I don't want things to change. I don't want something different in my future. That's really interesting that she's ending that way. Because usually, you know, the typical would be, I'm over you and I'm moving on. But here, she's like, I just want to give it another chance because I want the familiar. I want you. I don't want anything else. Interesting.
We were built to last, we were built like that. Baby, take my hand, like it's our last dance. Like it's our last dance. Like it's our last dance. Way too soon to feel so strong. Way too young to hurt so long. Was it worth it?
Her youth would have a lot to do with her feeling this way at the end of the album at the end of her story. Yeah, she was pretty young when she wrote this. How young was she? She's only 24, and this album came out 3 years ago, so she was 21 when she wrote this and did this album. So yeah, I mean, it's definitely understandable why she feels this way, and she feels like she got over it way too fast, and so she's like, way too soon to feel so strong, way too young to hurt so long. I'm hurting. You are young, Dua. You'll find someone else.
Way too soon to feel so strong. Way too young to hurt so long. Was it worth
Yeah. You are really young, Dua, and if you want to take a chance, that'll be another big life lesson, but I wonder if they did give it another chance. But speaking from my experience, I would say that this relationship just sounds like it was born to die. So, what a debut album. I mean, Dua Lipa. I underestimated her for sure. I did not expect future nostalgia. I did not expect this. And I think that was a phenomenal debut album. She is catching you with some great beats and instruments, and her voice is really distinguishable and unique. And I think her lyrics just really do a great service to her story. She's being real. It's real stuff that's going on in this relationship. I think each of the songs on this record are phases that happen in a relationship like this, where it's really tumultuous, where it's really, up and down and has a lot of conflict. And so I think, yeah, a lot of people, I'm sure, related to this album and vibed with it. I sure did. I loved this album. So yeah, I cannot wait to see what's gonna happen at the Grammys, with Future Nostalgia. I'm positive it's gonna be there, and I hope it wins some categories. I can't wait to see what else she comes out with. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you liked it, please give it a like. If you vibe with me, give me a subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one.